good news is we're not going 0-17. Because after week 1, we were a little nervous. Bad news is we got Aaron Rodgers on deck. I haven't checked out the rest of their roster yet. They're missing their left tackle. That's good. The sheriff. The new sheriff. Let's see what our D's made of. Oh no, they got Najee Harris. Hopefully you don't see the field. Alright, they gave him a kind of Packer-ish receiving core, although Duvernay and Marshall are two guys you want on Madden, for sure. I think Marshall's going to be a stud for the Panthers this year. You know, they had to give him Lazard. We got a crack at Mike Remmers. I'd take advantage of that. Alright, they don't got the best O-line. Might give us a little bit of hope. Ain't no way that's his picture, is it? That's a Hall of Famer. Who's that, Plexico? Cheddar Bob. Miles Jack. I'm pretty stonewalled right now myself. There's Miles. All right.
It's week 3 in the NFC as Atlanta goes for 3 in a row over New York. Meanwhile, the Giants look to knot the series at 13 wins apiece. And the action's headed your way. Next.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week, they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3.
Christmas. Last quarterback you want to do that to.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 19 carries, 88 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Falcons, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Giants! Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, That's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the 2015 NFL Most Valuable Player in his 11th season in the league, 32-year-old Cam Newton.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Gets this one to use check. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now here's a throw that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Able to find Lazard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. To throw is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll run with a fullback, Nelson. And he'll be taken down
Nelson.
as that will take us
International
to the
house
end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1.
Why aren't we running behind that fucking guy every play?
Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Tell me that's him pulled.
Running left, Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They fake the give. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he's putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis.
And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. First target, first catch, and a first down. On play action, now Rodgers.
Oh, I would stop.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with... zone, but could not hang on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 19-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. Now, after the touchdown at Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch.
First down. Of course, they're bringing the fucking safety heater.
So the challenge there is
still
not
try to
go
just
their way.
outrun
This
them.
will indeed remain a completed pass.
Probably gonna get blown up.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong,
Never
Charles?
playing on a Monday again.
Maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't it?
He's definitely been dependable. And really shouldn't underestimate what he's done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. Throwing is Rodgers. Completes it to Davis. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there that sets him up now 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Giants. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. On 1st down, it's Newton. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton.
Back up left tackle.
Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
We can't audible. We can't do nothing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Odell Beckham, 94 yards. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. For Cam Newton, the arm strength maybe not what it was circa his MVP season of 2015, but he uncorks a big one there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. They'll let Taylor try and run. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our players spotlight. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start up in Foxborough. A few years ago, this would have been Breeze versus Brady. Now it's simply New Orleans at New England. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. Carson Wentz has thrown a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Tom Brady, a touchdown pass in the victory. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Giants, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now it's Patterson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Newton now to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's second down. Here's Newton. And this one caught by Cameron Brain. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And that is
jeez. What are you supposed to do?
Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 41, Newton.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Now Newton.
No.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
7 yards to pick up there.
I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. This is Harris. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Come on, man. Fucking can't audible.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he will find his man Ruggs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st and 10, Newton. Going for it all. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Yeah. With a spiked dildo.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Claypool's fucking ass.
Now it's Newton. Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Newton throwing again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. J.D. McKissick, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty.
Now Davis fumbles it, and the Falcons grab it. And
Go.
They'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, number
I
one
swing that meter a little red for
when you're
one.
up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. This is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Tucker now for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Did you see that play, Jim B? Fuck. I've been getting my ass pasted all game long. I missed a field goal terribly bad.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Picks. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go.
24 zip right out of the gate.
Put that in capital letters. Turning it
we still got to stop this guy who's in the zone.
That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No.
We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level. On first down, Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
He shot out of a cannon.
He is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the...
we were hitting R1. We wanted the strip.
Sacked. Isaiah Simmons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's going to be a wild season, fellas. Smack that subscribe button. Like you're watching the Jerry Springer Show at 10 a.m.
2nd and 16. They hand this off to Harris. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense.
Who's that linebacker, 34? Who's that, Pazlunski?
Their 35-yard line.
Better burn his ass if that's man. McKissick.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game. But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Newton. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. The Falcons on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Now Newton. He's going to take another shot here. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Henry Ruggs.
Big slide.
And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, just when you thought this game might be out of reach, 2 straight touchdowns have made it a ball game again.
It certainly did, because the way they can score quickly, they're never out of it. Now you need your defense to get one more stop, and who knows, maybe you get a chance to get a final drive to win the game.
Cam looking to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Come on, D.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Into the secondary, past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 7 yards the pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Harris. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally to it and get it? On that play, they weren't able to. They'll take the ball, bat it away. But, boy, they missed a big chance there.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is.
You're not going to give me the montage?
He's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun, because let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. It's caught, Beckham. And
first down.
Have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. On 1st down, it's Newton. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive. It would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing again is Newton. That's the tight end Hurst with it. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. To throw is Newton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. 3 points.
A little sweet baby rays on that.
With 2 minutes
Pig
left
skin.
to go in the fourth.
Boy, did you walk into a fucking ball game or what?
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First and 10, Taylor now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Newton. Able to hit his target, Claypool. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Newton.
No!
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete.
Oh, I couldn't come back
really
to it.
turned this one
I knew I
upside
should have just
down.
ran that. God
That means
damn
there's
it.
just one last chance left, and this has to
Right,
be a
we gave
first
way
down
too
or a
much time.
touchdown, or this game's over.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
Yes,
Exactly
Brandon,
right. You
we
didn't
did.
get to overtime yet, so now as a defense,
Catch
you got to
that.
think
Catch
to
that.
yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Harris. And he's got room. And he's going to have a first down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. Throwing
offensive lineman?
And now we'll
Are you
get a
fucking
timeout
kidding me?
here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to
It's
go in
ineligible.
this game. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Doink.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now it's Patterson. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
Make that block. I don't get that.
Scrimmage, just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward this season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because
what happened to Beckham when he get hurt?
When you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Now left side on the swing pass. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
I think we got Ragu dripping out.
And a first down for Atlanta.
And this might be a little bit of a surprise for everyone, as it was for me to learn that J.D. McKissic wound up with 80 catches last year out of the backfield, quietly the second most among all NFL running backs. And that was with Antonio Gibson as a rookie running the ball so effectively. But maybe we shouldn't be so surprised. McKissic, a wide receiver in college.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
On first down, Taylor runs over him, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Play action. It's Newton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. As the fans exit back into the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away.
24-zip.
I would agree with that. And
31-6.
The guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
Speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for Atlanta, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head home
this
for
shit
next
don't
week's
save. I'm
contest.
setting arson
That
to everybody's.
Washington. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.
That's probably the craziest game I've ever played. Against a computer. I was about to bench Cam too, and it wasn't his fault, but I looked for a spark. Rodgers lit our tits up. That's an all-time classic, folks. We got to cut out on those. Fast. Najee's a beast. JT got going late there. Nice run. We were playing from behind from the right out the gate. Boys came to play. Kissick's been a nice little addition. Rager, I'm pretty sure that's his first catch of the year. Of his career. Or, no, he's in year 2. First of the season, anyway. 8 pancakes for Mr. Nelson. Hey, Chestnut, move aside, buddy. Yeah, Rager and Ruggs getting in the action. Gotta love it. Moses, he's giving up sacks every game. Oh. Simmons played great. 8 solo. Sack, a pick. Dealt it. Cam Newton did force a fumble off of his fumble. They got it. There's the old scoring summary. That was like a throw and the run, jump pass. Right before half, or we wouldn't have had nothing. JC Horn, not big. Also want to sell just what he needed. Yeah, I don't think I'm playing another one tonight, Jim. I'm gonna grab something to eat, but by all means, play your game. I'll peep it out. I thought I was gonna lose about 50-3 at one minute there, and then we missed the field goal. After that, though, I'll be foaming to get 2 in tomorrow.